And there's some people out there that's trying to change the traditions and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, I only got one thing to say about that. If you want to change your tradition, you can change it any way you want to. Leave the rest of us alone. Enough said. But anyway, here it is. Thanksgiving Day, 2023. And it's only 40 some degrees. It's kind of chilly. It's not really a good day for the bike, but don't put nothing past me. But just out here, just to give you a Thanksgiving wish, best wishes and all that stuff. But just cause it's winter time don't mean you gotta stay in the house. Just cause it's cold don't mean you gotta stay next to the fire. Matter of fact, my advice to you would be get out there and find you a place where you can build you a good fire. That's what I'd do. But anyway, this is the General Dacey Bicycle Trail, mountain bike trail. It's kind of hard to see now, but it's there. And it's just a good place to walk. It's just a good place to reflect and clear your mind and think about things. One of my viewers, and I think they're from Utah, I think. But anyway, said something to me, just kind of, I thought, you know what? Makes a lot of sense. And I just passed that on. And no, it was Australia. He was from Australia. I take that back. And I said something about, well, I'd like to ride Australia someday. And he replied back, he says, yeah, he says, I'd like to ride the U.S. But he says, you know what, the thing about that is, the grass is always greener on the other side. I'm going, well, that makes sense. Am I going to ever get a chance to go to Australia? In actuality, no. Because I ain't going to have the money, I ain't going to have the funds, and then I have to rent a bike and all that stuff. And I just ain't have that, don't have that kind of resources. So, and as far as him come to the States, will he ever come to the States? He's probably about like us. He just normal Joe. But anyway, he said, the grass is always greener on the other side. Now I'm going, you know what? That makes sense. I am 71 years old. And I live in central Illinois. And I've made quite a few videos here in central Illinois about that. You know what? I haven't even scratched the surface of what there is to see in Illinois. And the adventures as far as riding, or the adventures as far as going somewhere, it's not the destination, it's the journey there. It's how you work the journey, how you portray, or how you take in the journey is what makes the end destination worth it. You could be on your way to see the world's biggest ball of string, okay? And then once you get there, you're going, wow, look at this, a big ball of string. And you're going, why in the hell did I ride 100 or 1,500 miles to see a damn ball of string? It's the journey there. It's like in that one video I did about the longest ATV bridge, okay? And it wasn't so much the bridge, it was nice to see, but once you've been there, you're going, you scratch your head saying, well, now what do I do? It was the journey getting there. And that's kind of what it is. It's like the old saying goes, the grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is green wherever you're going to be. You make the grass green, the grass don't make you green, if that makes any sense. So anyway, I just thought, I'd get out here, and there's a lot of places in Illinois that I haven't seen, haven't even scratched the surface, but you owe it to yourself to take time, sit back, relax, and see what you got, and enjoy what you got. And don't wish for something else, because then what you do, you find out you're just wishing your life away, and before you know it, your life is gone, and you're going, wow, what did I do? Sat around and wished. So don't wish, just do it. Make the journey your adventure. Okay, pick you out a destination, any destination, it don't matter, but make your journey your adventure. Because after it's all said and done, that's what you're going to remember. 6 months from now, somebody say, hey, you ever been to the longest ATV bridge? I said, yeah. I said, that's the first time I thought about that in 6 months. But I might remember the journey getting there. And like I said, I rode that CRF 300L, 300 mile that week we was down there. And I'll always remember that because that was a great, great ride. It wasn't so much the destination, it was the ride. I stopped in a little town called, now, I can't think of it now, and so I can't remember what it was, but somewhere in West Virginia. And I sit there and talk to some old fella, some guy there that worked at the prison. We sit there and talk for half hour, just talk about bikes. And it's like, it's the journey. It's what you do on the journey is what makes the journey worthwhile. The destination is great. There's nothing wrong with having a destination, but it's the journey. It's the trip getting there. That's your adventure. So anyway, like I said, I'm 71 years old, and I live in Illinois. I've lived in Central Illinois all my life. And there's a lot of Illinois I ain't seen. And I thought, you know what? That's kind of a lesson for me, because I'm gonna start seeing more of it and enjoying more of it. Okay, because it's like I said, it's not the destination. It's the ride. It's the adventure, getting there, or the walk. Now, you know, like me, I walk down here, and it's fall of the year. It's November, and it's just the scent of the forest. You know, the dead leaves and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know how to put it into words. It's got kind of a scentsy, peppery smell. I don't know how to explain it. But it's just the smell of the deep woods is worth that's the adventure. Because I come down here to relax and enjoy nature, and that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm saying. That's your adventure. It ain't so much your destination. It's the journey getting there. So, I watched a couple videos there, and there's a lot of people out there that make some good videos about riding motorcycle. And this one guy, I won't mention no names, but he was talking about the beginner's adventure bikes, the beginner beer, and they all recommend these bikes as beginner bikes. Well, I agree with them, but I don't agree with them. And the reason why I agree with them but don't agree with them, the bikes that they recommend are good beginner bikes. But I don't agree with them because they might be beginner bikes, but they don't teach you how to ride. Now, this is just my opinion. And what I'm saying by that is you're not going to go out here and pay, we just say as an example, $8,000 for a 300 rally, and then go out there and start knocking the mirrors off of it and tweaking the handlebars and busting plastic, because it's just going to piss you off. So my advice to you, okay, instead of going out and spending $8,000 or $5,000 for a new bike, go out there and find you a good used 125, 150, 100, whatever you can find, them what they call pit bikes, them little bitty bikes, okay, just them little throw arounds, and take them out, get them off road there, and get your feet wet. Learn how to ride. Learn what you can do on a bike, and then it'll make you a better rider when you do spend $5,000 or $8,000 on a good, better bike. But get them dirt bikes out there, them old, and hey, you can buy 110s, 125s, 150s, and you can buy them for like, well, a little over $2,000, okay? And that's brand spanking new. You can probably find used ones cheaper than that. All you gotta do is look around. And who cares if they're half tore up and they smoke? Who cares? Because you're gonna tear it up anyway when you're learning to ride it. And there again, the good advice is make sure you got a good pair of boots, a good helmet, and if you got a padded jacket, that's great. If not, wear 2 or 3 coats, okay? And use your head. Take your time. Learn the bike, learn how to ride it, learn how to handle it. So anyway, that would be my advice as far as, and then go out and pick the bike for the way you're going to ride. Okay? You know, as far as recommending a bike right off the bat, I'm recommending you go out there and get you an old beater. okay? Get you a beater that you can beat the shit out of, and then when you get done there, you know, you might be able to sell it. Somebody else is looking for a beater, okay? And then that'll kind of let you know what kind of a bike, and with your skill level, what kind of bike that you need to get for the kind of riding that you're going to do. That's kind of my take. But anyway, I'm not preaching. I'm just saying, people, sometimes they jump too quick. They jump way too fast. I've seen used dual sports sitting in the shop, and I say, well, why'd they trade it in? Well, it's like that 2016 CRF I bought, okay? It had just a little over 5,000 miles on it. It's 2016. And they said, well, the guy just decided it wasn't what he wanted. So it sat there and got 5,000 miles there on it in, 7 years. Guy didn't ride it much. So it's like, which is good for a person who's looking for a good used bike, but buy the bike that you're going to ride, and buy the bike that's going to fit the need of how you're going to ride. But anyway, I guess that's kind of enough of that. You know, I just wanted to, the message was get out and enjoy yourself. Get out and enjoy nature. Get out in the middle of nowhere and make your adventures. Enjoy your adventure. This is my adventure here, and I'm just loving every minute of it. Sitting down here, like I said, sun shining, and as long as it's sitting in the sunshine, you can feel a little warm. There's a nip in the air, but hey, that's the adventure. Smelling the dead leaves and the trees, and every once in a while you pick up either a cedar or a pine tree sitting in the air. You know, and I don't have very good nose, so, but anyway. Hey, get out there and enjoy your time. Don't look at the grass, because you make it green, okay? So, hey, I guess that's enough of that. Happy Thanksgiving. See you later. Ride safe, ride free.